let me start by saying unequivocally, as we're nearing the end of Black History Month, let me say unequivocally, everything that you just said, Trish, sexism, racism, ismism, microaggression, yes, all of that's happened. That's a true statement, period. Let me just acknowledge that that exists in workplaces everywhere across this country. How you navigate it, I think there's a couple of things you got to do. First of all, you've got to be confident in who you are and what you bring to the table. Now, the way I do that personally, and I think everybody has their own way, I draw upon our lineage and our history. You know, I look at women, let's say Black women in particular, who came before me. I look at Barbara Scott Purcell, who was one of the first women of color on any Fortune 100 board. She happened to be on the GE board. She helped to desegregate movie theaters in the South when she was SVP of the American Motion Picture Association. I look at people like Dorothy Height, and all of her accolades, of which I'm sure you all know on the call, but I look at her fortitude, I look at her ability to stay the course. So I start there. How do I sort of gird myself up to say, this may or may not be as easy as I would like for it to be, but I am determined to be successful. That's one. Second thing is, I look at, well, okay, what can I do to be my best self? What can I do to show up? One of my big things is to always bring your A game, not the A- game, not the B+ game, the A game. So when I show up, do I show up prepared? Do I show up knowing everything that's going to happen? Do I think through, you know, these are the things that are likely to happen, but are there two more things that are unlikely but might happen? Do I think about those scenarios? What do I do to ensure I'm as prepared as possible? The third thing is, I have allies. I've created allies and friends and a network and a support system in the organization. You know, a lot of times we kind of stay in our own little, I guess it used to be cubicle, I don't know what it is post-pandemic, but our own little Zoom cube, let's say that. We stay in our own little space. I'm gonna keep my head down. Well, that'll get you so far. You've got to deliver. But if other people are networking, if other people are connecting with others, you're missing out. And you've got to lean in and spend time and allocate time doing that. So that's three. And then the fourth thing I would say is always, always, always deliver above and beyond. You know, you've got to always deliver above and beyond. You know, do I subscribe to the, as a Black woman, I've got to, you know, jump higher, run faster? Yes, I do. I do. Is it fair? Is it right? It's probably not. But that's sort of how my life is unfolded, and that's how I show up. And it has worked for me. So I think those are four things you got to do to just continue to press on and know that you're working towards something that you want to achieve.